joining us now is the CEO of MACV, Neal Loidolt. Neal, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate being here.
When you hear stories like the one we just heard, what goes through your mind when you see someone who is living on the streets who needs help and then finally reaches out and MACV is there to support them?
You know, it reminds me of how fortunate so many of us are that we had somebody to help us get back on track. Most of us have made a mistake along the way, but so many of the folks that we help, so many of the veterans that we help, maybe didn't have that helping hand early enough or soon enough in the process, and then they find themselves in a spot, where life is seriously more difficult.
And everybody needs somebody to kind of step in, because I think just in general in life, we end up sometimes in a place where life is hard and you need help, and that's the case for veterans. Just to be able to be that resource for someone else, what has that meant to you to be able to fill in the gap?
Well, it means a great deal to me as a veteran, but I'm just so proud of our team. I mean, I'm lucky and happy to be here, but it's the people that are doing the work right now today in the office, answering the phone, trying to figure out housing stability plans, helping veterans get on with their treatment. That's where the real work gets done, and that's where the real reward comes from.
You know, I'm thinking about our generous donors who have contributed more than $600,000 this year, and we still have a week left to go in this campaign. Can you talk about the kind of impact that will make for MACV?
You know, what that allows us to do is to fund those needs that government grants and other sources can't. And so we use that private generosity to do things like get dangerous pet riders so that veterans can keep their animals in their house, to pay back taxes and back rent and help fix cars. These are things that are not always traditionally associated with helping someone out of homelessness, but they make a big difference.
And we know that homeless veterans are tracked on a registry. What can you tell us about the numbers right now?
Well, we're moving in the right direction. You know, I think one of the last times I was here, we were approaching 400, right? The most recent report has 283 veterans. The thing we're really proud about with that is over the last 18 months, our team has taken 60-some veterans that were in a chronic or long-term homeless category and moved them into stable, supportive housing.
How close are we to obtaining the goal of functional zero in Minnesota?
Well, we believe we'll be there in 2024 in Hennepin County and in 2025 in Ramsey County.
That's great.
And tell us about your partnerships to help provide supportive housing and services for veterans.
You know, here's an area where I think we've improved over the last couple of years, because we've finally figured out, we're not great at it, but we finally figured out how to combine different resources and forms of resourcing, so federal money, state money, private money, grant money, in order to be able to develop the best possible housing solutions for veterans.
So we're on our way. We're on our way, but we still have a ways to go. But Neal, thank you so much for your time, and we appreciate your generosity and all that you're doing for our veterans who are coming home and helping them find the stable housing that they need.
You can help MACV support veterans by donating to our Home for the Holidays campaign. Just text MACV to 44321 or go online to WCCO.com/holidays to make a gift.
So earlier,